What the old counter down, folks. I like a clean ship. Here we go again, folks. It's Christmas, baby, isn't it?
Yes.
And what are we doing today? Hey?
Mince pies.
Mince pies, and you're also going to be putting together
A quick and easy mincemeat recipe.
yeah, so let's have a look and see what we're up to today in the kitchen. Right, now, you could make your own pastry. We're not going to bother. We're going to try two different pastries, aren't we?
I got a bit lazy in my old days.
Of course you have, Sharon, and the reason being is because it's so easy just to buy this stuff, folks. This is ready-made sheets. We're using the Just Roll stuff. This is probably dearer than the stuff you get in Lidl, but you can get the stuff in Lidl or Aldi or whatever, and it's a lot cheaper. And we're going for one short crust, and we're going for one puff pastry. So we're going to see how it turns out. So, what?
And people are going to ask, what are you going to put them in? Because we're doing them in the air fryer.
Of course we are. Forgot to mention that,
Yeah,
folks.
we forgot. I brought these.
Oh, hello. Look at these little things. Look. These are little pie dishes that you get them from Amazon. And as you can see, they're not them little thin ones you get when you buy the mass-produced ones. Look how deep they are,
You can
folks.
get the thinner ones if you prefer the thinner mince pies, but
Shall.
we're greedy.
It's better when it goes deeper.
Yeah. I believe I just said yeah.
You agree with that, baby? So that's why we've gone for the deep stuff, folks. And we're going to be using these little disposable. How much are they? They're only cheap, aren't they? There's about 100 in there, isn't it?
150 in there. I think they're about £7. I will give Martin the link where I got. Oh, it's 165 in there.
Yeah, I'll leave a link in the description below, folks.
You know, you can make anything then. Apple pies.
Of course you can.
Got, you know.
Anyway, let's get on with it, baby. You're going to put together this mincemeat now. Let's just show you how we're going to do that after we show you the ingredients.
Here's the ingredients to our mince pies. To make the mincemeat, you'll need 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of mixed dried fruit, 50 grams or 1.7 ounces of nuts of your choice. We used hazelnuts, 2 large cooking apples, a bottle of cider about 568 milliliters, 2 teaspoons of mixed spice, 2 tablespoons of brandy, 1 egg, a roll of pre-made short crust pastry and a roll of pre-made puff pastry.
Okay, so first of all, she's just going to peel these apples.
Cooking apples.
These are basic normal cooking apples, Sharon, aren't they?
Yeah.
And we have got a corer, haven't we?
Yeah, but I can't find it.
It's a bit of a tube thing that just sticks in the middle of the apple, folks. Once you've peeled it, you push it down, it just takes the core out. So we're probably going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, which is cut them in half and then cut them in quarters and then just hook out with a knife the centre bit. So we'll be doing that. Right, okay, so we've peeled it now. She's just going to cut through the core, folks. And that's what we're looking at in the middle there. We don't want that bit in the middle there. So all she does is just clear off the rest of it and then just cut a little V in the middle there. And that's it. That's the apple core.
Just make sure all the extra skin's off.
Yeah. Right, so what we're going to do is literally just grate it, folks. Go through the grater very nicely. And what are we left with underneath, baby? And that's what you're looking for, folks. Just the little shards there, and that's it. We're going to do the rest of the apples. So we'll see you in a minute. So there you go, folks. That is 2 apples nicely grated there. Right, now we're going to put it all together, folks. So we've got our kilogram of mixed fruit here. We've got our little gas hob here, folks. So we're just going to tip that in. And we're also going to take that apple, which we've cooked out there, and put that in as well. So in goes our mixed spice as well, folks. So we've just got this Woodgate apple cider, folks. It's is it a dry one?
Yeah.
It just says original cider here. So how much of this we put in?
Whole bottle.
Whole bottle?
Yeah.
So that just goes in there, folks.
There's no chef's perks.
There is no chef's perks here, folks. So that's 568 millilitres there, folks, if you're interested. And now for the brandy as well. How much of this we putting in?
2 tablespoons of brandy. You've got your measure out there.
Well, you can be as liberal as you want with this, folks. Where's that? Is that? That's a tablespoon. Yeah. So 2 of these, folks. Don't matter if you put in a little bit extra, don't forget. So 1. That's 2 good tablespoons in there, folks. Oh, that does smell lovely. It smells all Christmassy, Sharon. So that, folks, is the basis to our mincemeat mix. So we're just going to bring that up to a nice heat, and then we're going to boil off any excess liquid. And at the end of the cooking, folks, we'll chop the nuts up. These ones are blanched hazelnuts, and we'll be putting in about half of this packet, about 50 grams, Sharon?
Yeah.
In there afterwards when it's cooling off, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go, folks. we'll come back to you when this has been cooking for a while. Right, so this has been on for about 20 minutes, folks, and as you can see, all that liquid did evaporate, as you can see in the bottom there. So that smells absolutely lovely. So what we're going to do now you can chop these up, Sharon, can't you?
Yeah, I thought I'd have a cheat.
So we're just going to blend these hazelnuts in our blender. Just pulse them. There you go. So we just blended them up and they can go literally straight in to our mix. And that is about the 50 grams, isn't it, Sharon?
Yeah.
So we just stir them through. And that then is basically your mincemeat cooked, baby, isn't it?
That's it, and then you can get ready to do your pastry.
Right, so we'll just mix that through. If you wanted to, you can probably put another little splash of brandy in there. It's up to you, or a bit of rum maybe. It's entirely up to you, folks. Because the flavour will be in there, because the alcohol would have cooked off. But if you like a bit of the alcohol taste, just put a little bit of extra in. Look at that. Right, so obviously to make life easier, we've got this Just Roll ready-made pastry. We've got both types here. We've got puff pastry, which is that one, baby. And we've also got a roll of short crust pastry. So let's get them. Where's the scissors? Let's get them cut out there.
Roll off. I'll tell you what, I'll take the short crust because I'm short and you take the puff.
Because I'm a puff. So we're just going to sort of get these and...
I'm seeing if this size...
Right, okay. And that size is how many... It's all written on there, isn't it?
It's that's 3...
3 and 7/8 or 88 millimetres.
7/16.
So let's just see if that's good enough for these little ramekins. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect, folks. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. So there you go. 3 and 7/16 there, folks. If you can see that. Or 88 millimetres. Right. So that will do the basis. So we'll knock out as many of them as we can. So them little ones, and the small one is, can we have a look at the size of that one? 68 millimetres. The other bit's rubbed off, folks. 68 mil, I think they are. Right, so that's the lids. So we're going to carry on cutting these out, folks, and we'll come back to you in a minute. Right, so there we go, folks. We're now going to take some of this lovely mix. This has cooled off, by the way. And we're going to give them a good fill. We want loads of stuff in there, don't forget, because these are our own homemade ones. We're not going to be left wanting, Sharon, are we? So Sharon's doing the first batch, which is the puff pastry. Short crust pastry.
I'm short, remember?
Of course you are, baby. So we'll just load them up there. Superb, look at him. Got plenty in, folks. So we're just going to take our little egg here, folks, and this is going to be for an egg wash, just to go around the edge, and then obviously to egg wash them afterwards as well, just to give them that lovely little glaze. So just round the rim, folks. There we go. Just helps it stick. Just round the rim of the pastry, and then put that on like that. And then you haven't got to press it right down. Just egg wash the top, folks. And there you go. That's all you got to do. So we're going to do the rest of these, folks. And we've still got that pastry left over as well, which we'll do some more with after we roll it out flat. So Sharon's going to carry on and do that, and we'll come back to you in a minute. Well, there we go, folks. We've prepared 2, 4, 6, 8 of the short crust, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I've got 9, Sharon, out of the puff pastry. So we've egg washed them, and we've also left with this beautiful mix there, which, what we're going to do with that later?
Keep it for the Christmas week, when I make some mince pies Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yeah. So this actually can stay in there for how long?
4 months in an airtight container, or put it in your jars, sterilised jars with your wax paper, and keep it airtight.
Yeah, but we're going to put ours in the fridge, haven't we? Right, so we're going to be using the kasori today, folks, and they're going to be going on for how long?
11 minutes on 170.
So we'll get a batch in, and then we'll bring them out, and then we'll finish them all off, and we'll bring you back in when they're cooked. So this is the 5.5 litre kasori. We'll do them in batches. In other words, we'll do the short crust ones first. We'll probably get a good few in here, I would imagine. The 8 have gone in there, no problem. So we'll whack that in there then. So this is the kasori 5.5 litre. We'll turn it on. This one has got a bake setting, which when you press, it goes to 150 degrees for 30 minutes. Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to modify that by pressing the time temperature button. And Sharon says we want to raise the temperature to 170 degrees and lower the time when it flashes down to 11 minutes. So that's what we're going to cook these on. There we go. And then press the play button. And we're going to leave them as they are. And we'll come back to you when they've cooked. Right, folks, well, between the two batches, we've actually done a little bit of experimentation. We'll tell you for why. We took these ones out at 11 minutes, and when we turned them over, there was a little rim, wasn't there, of uncooked pastry, just around the edge. I'll show you in a minute. And then we put it on for another 2 minutes, so 13 minutes in total, but it was still there. So what we done then with the second batch, which we're going to show you right now, we preheated the air fryer first, and then we put it in just for a straight 13 minutes, and let's show you what the difference is. So these are the first ones, which we done initially for 11 minutes, and can you see just round the edge there, folks? Look, we've got that slight rawness just there. And just go for the other one, Sharon. Show the one behind as well, just to show they all come out sort of the same. And again, it's not a lot, but it's just enough, folks. Can you see that there? And the other, try another one. There you go, that one's a little bit more prominent, look, as you can see. So what we done then, we preheated the air fryer and took it up for another 2 minutes. And as you can see on this batch, that one there, try that one there, all gone. Can you see how fully cooked out that is now on the base? So, do that one there, try that one there.
He's a whopper, that's the one.
That's a big one, yeah, of course it is. Look at it, look. Increasing the time for 2 minutes, folks. And also, preheating it for a couple of minutes first. That's what we've done there.
I don't know why I didn't, because I always preheat when I'm making a cake, so why I didn't do that for them, God only knows.
Yeah,
why.
but we're bringing that to you just to show you that that was the reason. We've worked it out what the reason was. So when you're baking pastry or baking a cake, as Sharon says, make sure you do preheat the air fryer first. We don't normally preheat, do we?
No.
So that's just one thing to note, folks. And as I say, we've just found it out. We'll bring it to you. We show you warts and all, Sharon, don't we? Right, we're just going to wait for these last 3 to cook, folks, and then we'll have a little look at them close up. Here we go, folks. Let's have a little look. These ones are the puff pastry ones, aren't they? The last 3 puff pastry ones. And there you go, folks. Look at them little babies. Look. Sizzling away. Just get them out with the old tongs. We've actually laid a little display out there, folks, as you can see. So let's get these hot ones over there. This is what we've got. Look at that.
Just finish them off with a sprinkle of ice and sugar.
Let's have a closer look. Don't forget, folks, we've got all that other mincemeat as well.
And you can see that jam-packed with filling.
Yep. Right, baby, it's that time again. Do you want to have a little taste?
Of course I do.
I'm not going to taste these, folks, because it's a bit sweet for me because of my type 2. Normally, I just have a bite, but... Go on, baby.
More for me.
Hold on. Let's get baby to taste it properly. Oh, Sharon. You got a little bit on your lip there, baby. Go on, have another bite. Oh, shove it in the cake. Oh. How is it?
It's full of flavour, it really is.
So there you go, nothing's too hard there. And because we've got all that other mincemeat left, we could easily buy another couple of pastry rolls next week when we're down the shops, and it's already made. Pop them in your cases, fill them up, put the lids on.
Or make them and freeze them.
You could freeze them, I suppose.
All ours, but I might make some that last bit and just stick them in the freezer.
But don't forget to preheat your oven when you're doing baking first, and that just takes that little bit of rawness that we see on the first batch. We're going to cook them back for another couple of minutes anyway, just to get rid of that. And yeah, I think the family's going to enjoy them. Maybe not me, but I do love a mince pie anyway. I
like a nice warm mince pie with a cup of tea and a little bit of cream.
Bit of cream went over the top. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. Don't forget, do check out our other videos, have a binge watch, and also join us on Sunday, where you can come and play with us in our live stream, which is not a live stream, it's a live video. It's a premiere, Sharon, isn't it?
You're going to come play?
Where we got a live chat there, loads and loads of people. We had about Average about 650 people in the chat there.
Thank you, everybody.
Everyone who likes to have a little bit of a laugh and a giggle and all that. So do have a look at the Sunday live stream, which is always on at 8 PM UK time in the evening on a Sunday. Thanks very much. We'll see you in the next video. And until then,
Bye.
bye for now. I can't have them, baby. I can't have them.
It's a shame, isn't it?